Good afternoon. It's great to welcome you here today for this new kind of event we're having to put a spotlight on our Founders Week award winners. But before we get into that, I want to just say a little bit about the room that you were in. This room was the M&T Bank, built in the 1890s. It has just recently been restored at a cost of $20 million, of which half was philanthropy and half was state-supported. And I want you to know that UMB had a significant role in making this happen. In fact, you notice that there's a second tier or a third balcony up above there. That third balcony was not planned. In fact, I believe our former president and now Chancellor Perman was on the Hippodrome board at the time. And the Hippodrome board chair said, well, we're going to have this and this tier, but it's too expensive to put up a third tier. And Dr. Perman said back, you know, Wally, you can't do that. Don't go to cheap way. Put that third tier there and look at it. And isn't it a marvelous space? Now, I just want to mention a couple of other things about this because I think it's such a special facility. First of all, these railings are all modeled after the teller's windows in the bank that was here, and by the way, the vault's still in the basement. And not only that, but the ceiling is a tin ceiling, and it was restored. And it was restored by a group 2 blocks from here called Krug & Sons, which is a blacksmith shop. And Krug & Sons did the original work in this building 4 generations ago in terms of building this building. So you're sitting in a lot of history, and you're sitting in one other piece of history, the windows. Now, I don't know how many of you are into that kind of thing, but those are original Tiffany windows. So I don't know, this is a pretty special place. And we're pleased to be able to use it. We're pleased to have participated in its renovation and pleased to actually have our first event here. And this is the 7th event in this space, so really very special. So one thing that I want to get in front of you all are sponsors. We've had some wonderful sponsors to help us with this event. MJ Engineering, the University of Maryland Biopark, some of you know. The University System of Maryland Foundation, thank you, Chancellor. Our media sponsor, the Daily Record, and of course our premier sponsor and a really terrific partner with us, the Whiting Turner Company. So let's please give them a round of applause for this. Now, this event today is really to honor members in the school, faculty members, and staff members who have done exemplary things. And so that's what's so great here. Think of it as 6 stars in this case, because we have 2 award winners for one of the awards. But we're going to be giving out 5 Founders Awards here now. But before we start that, we really have a very special treat for you. Some of you may know the name Norm Lewis. Norm is a Tony Award-winning singer. Some of you may know him from Phantom of the Opera, Les Miserables. He also played in Porgy and Bess, Miss Saigon, Chicago, and a number of TV and film credits. I haven't seen this one, but Sex and the City, maybe some of you have seen that. But also Blacklist, Scandal, Jesus Christ Superstar. Terrific participation in the arts world. I got to know Norm in 2020. We had our Founders Week Gala, and it was all virtual. And Norm was in his apartment in New York and sang for us, and it was really spectacular. I got to know him much better during the COVID time because I watched all of his YouTube videos, and there are a whole lot of them out there. So I really got to know and to love Norm's work. So he's going to sing between our awards, every other award, and he will be accompanied tonight by Mr. Howard Breitbart, the pianist for the Capitol Fools, formerly known as the Capitol Steps to some of you, and a faculty member at the Metropolitan School of the Arts in Alexandria, Virginia. So please welcome Mr. Norm Lewis singing Stars from Les Miserables.
Hello. Oh. Let's try that one more time. Hello. Ah, there we go. How y'all doing? This is a beautiful space. Sure. All right. Yeah, this song was a request. I don't know if you've seen the show. I'm sure all of you have. And I got lucky to do the 25th anniversary that is on PBS every hour of the day. But I still get paid, so that's okay. There, out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from God, fallen from grace. God be my witness, I never shall yield till we come face to face, till we come face to face. He knows his way in the dark, mine is the way of the Lord. Those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward. And if they fall as Lucifer fell, the flame, the sword, stars in your multitudes, scarce to be counted, filling the darkness with order and light. You are the sentinels, silent and assured, keeping watch in the night, keeping watch in the night. You know your place in the sky, you hold your course and your aim, and each in your season returns and returns, and is always the same. And if you fall as Lucifer fell, you fall in the flames. And so it must be, for so it is written on the doorway to paradise, that those who falter and those who fall must pay the price. Lord, let me find him, that I may see him safe behind bars. I will never rest till then. This I swear by the stars.
We have a video next.
Yes, leading off our cavalcade of stars tonight is the 2023 University of Maryland, Baltimore Public Servant of the Year, Shantae McKinley.
Shantae McKinley is director of the University of Maryland School of Social Work's Positive School Center. Since leaving her role as a Baltimore principal to lead the center in 2017, she has transformed it from a startup program into a nationally recognized educational innovation center.
The Positive School Center is a restorative organization. We partner and collaborate with Baltimore City Public Schools, different agencies throughout the city, the Family League. Everybody makes the Positive School Center what we are and who we are.
The mission of the Positive School Center is to create positive, supportive, and mindful learning communities where students and school staff connect, develop, and grow. They partner with Baltimore City Schools and work to create school change through embedding restorative approaches, trauma-responsive strategies, social-emotional learning, and community voice into their routines, policies, and culture.
We have a college and career readiness program at 3 of our schools where we provide exposure to different careers and different pathways. We believe that access and exposure is important, but then also we train Baltimore City public school teachers and teachers throughout the state to create spaces where students are able to have voice in schools, that students are able to be authentically who they want to be in schools. And that's our goal. Our goal is to shift what schools feel like, sound like, and look like for students and families and communities.
McKinley has helped grow the Positive School Center from a budget of $400,000 and 3 employees to a budget of $4.8 million, 35 employees, and 10 UMB graduate students. The center is one of the largest lead agencies in Maryland for community schools. She offers training nationwide, and many organizations visit the Positive School Center to learn how to replicate its results.
We're a place to be helpful and be connected to other people. So just remember that it's not about us. It's about the people that we surround ourselves with every day. And it's about what we do to support others to get to where they need to be.
Congratulations to the 2023 Founders Week Public Servant of the Year, Shantae McKinley.
Please welcome back President Gerald, and joining him on stage, University of Maryland School of Social Work Dean Judy Postmus, and of course, our award winner, Shantae McKinley.
Shantae, thank you for all that you do, for being a star in our community in Baltimore. Please join me in welcoming Shantae and Dean Judy Postmus. There she is.
Our next honoree is the 2023 University of Maryland, Baltimore Educator of the Year. Dr. Yenpei Christy Chang is Associate Professor in the Department of Medicine at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. She joined the school in 2005 and is known for her passion in teaching and mentoring.
I really like the process of developing curriculum and taking so much information, decide what graduate students need at a very specific time in their training. What are the examples can best illustrate and engage them in those complicated learning process. I have really enjoyed have that as a challenge once I became a faculty. And then also just constantly using narrative tricks, storytelling skills to make what we learn interesting to the students. They're thinking about exams. I want to rewire their brain and make them think like a scientist, right? So I use a lot of examples that will have an emotional component to it. It could be humor, it could be compassion, but I think coupling them together with hard facts makes the experience more compelling. And very often the students tell me that it helps them remember and help them appreciate those complicated ideas and how they fit into not just biology, medicine, but human experience.
Trained in human genetics and molecular biology, Dr. Chang's research in the last 10 years has centered on the genetic basis of complex diseases, with hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, and bipolar depression as the phenotypes of primary focus. She is passionate about graduate school education and contributes to numerous classes for medical and graduate students. She is also interested in various aspects of faculty development and is a grant-writing coach for minority faculty through the NIH-sponsored National Research Mentoring Network.
I have really turned my effort to career development and support faculties in that first part of their career before they are fully independent. And I found that to be really rewarding to see them be recognized by the university, sometimes nationally, to get a substantial chunk of funding and really get independence, scientifically and otherwise, to get promoted, to get tenure, and become a very confident scientist. And that I found that more rewarding than just about anything else.
Dr. Chang has earned numerous honors for her teaching and mentoring skills, including the School of Medicine's Faculty Teacher of the Year Award in 2015, 2016, and 2019, the Faculty Mentoring Award from the Department of Epidemiology and Public Health in 2017, and the Department of Medicine's Chairman's Special Award in 2023 for mentoring KL2 scholars from 5 UMB schools.
I think it's helpful that they see someone who looks different than the stereotypical scientist image we all get, enjoying their job and really loving the life they have. And so I want them to see you could be a good scientist, you could be a part of a thriving, exciting academic world and have an interesting life and be a good person.
Congratulations to the 2023 Founders Week Educator of the Year, Dr. Yenpei Christy Chang.
Christy, congratulations. Come on up. Now, Norm, we're going to hear from Norm again. He will grace us with the music from The Impossible Dream. Norm?
Thank you. Congratulations. I don't know where you are, but congratulations. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar, to strive when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star. No matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell with a heavenly cause. And I know if I'd only be true to this glorious quest, that then my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world would be better for this. Oh, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage, and I'll always dream the impossible dream. Yes, and I'll reach the unreachable star.
Our next award tonight honors not one outstanding entrepreneur, but two. The 2023 David J. Ramsey Entrepreneur of the Year Award goes to the innovation duo of Jeffrey Hasday from the School of Medicine and Paul Shapiro from the School of Pharmacy.
Dr. Jeffrey Hasday is the Dr. Herbert Berger Professor of Medicine and Division Head, Pulmonary and Critical Care Medicine at the School of Medicine. Dr. Paul Shapiro is Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and Associate Dean of Research and Advanced Graduate Studies at the School of Pharmacy. Together, they are the co-inventors of a technology that focuses on treating inflammatory diseases.
Our therapeutic agent is aimed at treating something called acute respiratory distress syndrome, which is a severe form of lung injury requiring patients to be supported by mechanical ventilation. I'll let my partner here, Dr. Shapiro, explain what's different about our approach.
Yeah, so this protein that we're targeting is unique because it has a lot of different functions. And what we're trying to do is only block the functions that are relevant for acute respiratory distress syndrome. And so we have used a number of ways in which we can design molecules that only block its functions in inflammation relevant to the disease and preserve its other functions. And that's where this technology is going.
Dr. Hasday has been with the University of Maryland School of Medicine since 1986, and he led the Division of Pulmonary and Critical Care since 2001. He is board certified in internal medicine, pulmonary medicine, and critical care medicine, with clinical expertise in acute lung injury, ARDS, sepsis, septic shock, interstitial lung disease, and asthma. Dr. Shapiro has worked at the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy since 1999, and he was named Associate Dean of Research and Advanced Graduate Studies in December 2022. He previously was Director of the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences PhD program and Department Chair.
What we've done is we've taken advantage of a lot of the resources of this university, which includes our Inflammation Research Group meeting and multiple different laboratories that are performing high-quality research in areas that we were interested in.
I just want to say that this wouldn't happen without these collaborations, and I feel just very fortunate that I can collaborate with a clinician who actually sees patients, because I'm a basic scientist and I'm in the lab and a little disconnected in some respect from patients. And so to have Jeff's expertise and to say that this is really a clinical problem, how can we solve this together, has been just really remarkable and exciting.
Genie Life Sciences purchased exclusive rights to their therapeutics, known as the P38A mitogen-activated protein kinase inhibitor program, to help its efforts to combat ARDS. ARDS kills approximately 40% of the people that contract it due to excess lung inflammation, and it has few therapeutic options.
I will say that Paul and I have not really done the traditional entrepreneur thing, starting our own company and that sort of thing. But we have taken advantage of a lot of resources available here at University of Maryland to get what we want, which is to advance these therapeutics into people as soon as possible.
Well, I also want to mention the Office of Research and Development is very supportive in protecting our ideas and our intellectual property, and also letting the outside world know about them. And that led to the connections with the company that Jeannie, which has been very supportive to help push these ideas that, into clinical applications. We're not traditional entrepreneurs, but the university really helps us along the way so that we can work with companies and hopefully get something into the clinic that is going to help society. UMB creates an innovative culture that allows us to discover new ideas and apply those ideas.
Congratulations to the 2023 David J. Ramsey Entrepreneurs of the Year, Dr. Jeffrey Hasday and Dr. Paul Shapiro.
Now, before you finish clapping, two things. Dr. Shapiro could not be here. He was out of the country. And Dr. Hasday brought a very special person, his granddaughter, Evelyn, to be with us. Evelyn, thank you for being here. Hold it tight, hold it tight. Yeah, we got Paul's.
Let's turn now to the 2023 University of Maryland, Baltimore Researcher of the Year, and this year's honoree, Kathleen Newsel. Dr. Kathleen Newsel is an internationally recognized research scientist in the field of vaccinology. She has conducted clinical and epidemiologic studies on vaccine-preventable diseases throughout her career, and been instrumental in the global implementation of vaccine programs.
I have loved vaccinology and the idea that we could prevent disease all the way back in medical school. I was a medical student at Johns Hopkins, and I remember having lectures about vaccine-preventable diseases and just being amazed at the power of vaccines.
Dr. Newsel has led the University of Maryland School of Medicine's Center for Vaccine Development and Global Health since 2015. As the Myron M. Levine Professor, MD, DTPH, Professor of Vaccinology and Director of the Center for Vaccine Development and Global Health, Dr. Newsel promotes a collaborative environment.
It's one of the few academic medical research institutes that really studies all phases of vaccinology, from antigen discovery, which is going on in this lab and labs across the hall, all the way through testing in animals, testing in trials, delivering the vaccine, and then going out into the field and seeing how it works. So CVD is based from start to finish on collaboration.
In 2020, Dr. Newsel was named co-director of the Coronavirus Prevention Network, a group of NIH-funded sites that participated in the U.S.-supported Phase 3 trials of COVID-19 vaccines. CVD's research informed the Food and Drug Administration's emergency use authorization for COVID-19 vaccines.
So COVID-19 and the response really speaks to the value of training scientists, of training new investigators, and of supporting the type of work that we do, not only for what we're working on now, but for pathogens that may emerge in the future.
She has authored more than 300 scientific publications on vaccines and infectious diseases and served on prestigious policy and scientific advisory committees throughout her career.
When I think of a decades-long career, there's nothing more exciting than being at the cutting edge of science. Every day I come to work, my day is different. The questions are different. I'm challenged in a different way.
Congratulations, Dr. Kathleen Newsel, our 2023 Founders Week Researcher of the Year.
Kathy, thank you for loving vaccinology. Not all of us do, but some of us do. And thank you for all your CVD support out there in the audience. I'm sure she would be quick to say it's a team that makes it work. So Kathy, congratulations.
Thank you.
So we have Norm back to sing Go the Distance. Norm?
Here.
He's here.
I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a hero's welcome would be waiting for me. The crowds will cheer when they see my face, and the voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I will go the distance. I will find my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Down an unknown road to embrace my fate. Though that road may wander, it will lead me to, and 1,000 years would be worth the wait. It might take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through, and I won't look back. I will go the distance. I will stay my track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope till I go the distance, and my journey is complete. But to look beyond glory is the hardest part. For a hero's strength is will search the world. I will face its harms till I find my heroes welcome, waiting in your arms.
Our final award of the night is the 2023 University of Maryland, Baltimore Student of the Year. This year's honoree is Turl Mamadli.
Turl Mamadli is a fourth-year PhD student in the School of Social Work. As a research assistant, Mamadli has engaged in mixed methods data analysis, and he has co-authored papers on the health of minoritized communities, including sexual and gender minority persons, foreign-born populations, and Black, Indigenous, and people of color in the sexual and gender minority community. He has studied the impact of immigration policies and experiences on the mental health and substance use of refugees and immigrants, and evidence-based interventions to address their needs.
I got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice at GW, and as I was going through the program, I knew that I definitely wanted to do something more related to mental health and well-being, and just overall well-being of people that's influenced by the environment. So I started taking more psychology classes when I was an undergrad, and then from that point on, I started to really like psychology and sociology classes, like almost like a mix of it together. So when I was looking for programs, social work really stood out because it was able to really marry like the social and psychological and just environmental aspect of things together. So I did my master's at University of Maryland School of Social Work.
Turl is former president and a current member of the School of Social Work's International Student Association, where he guides international students and helps them acclimate to the United States. Under his leadership, the group has conducted events for international students from across UMB to support their professional development and celebrate their cultural diversity.
One of the ways that I've been trying to serve my community at University of Maryland is being able to work with international students at University of Maryland School of Social Work who are coming new to the country, or working with students who are new to the state, and whether that is just like social support, or whether like being able to go out with and showing like Baltimore's different areas.
Since starting the PhD program, Turl has been awarded the Donna Harrington Fellowship from the School of Social Work, the New Investor Panelist Award from the National Hispanic Science Network, and the Early Career Preventionist Network Award from the Society for Prevention Research.
It is such a supportive environment. I never feel that I have to do everything myself. I have always been able to it has made my social environment at the School of Social Work has made being in a leadership position a joy, really. At the same time, I would say we're going through interesting times where we're seeing a lot of communities be disadvantaged, a lot of really people's rights being trampled on, and that is a really great motivator for me.
Congratulations to the 2023 Founders Week Student of the Year, Turl Mamadli.
Congratulations, Turl. Gone the distance, don't you think? Congratulations. So, as our final event, I'd like to invite Norm back for a really special piece. music of the night. Some of you have heard that. Certainly a favorite. Norm?
As you know, or may not know, I saw this back in 1994 in Toronto with a really amazing actor by the name of Colin Wilkinson. He was the person who started Les Miserables, and I just fell in love with this musical, and I said, oh man, I have to be in this show somehow. And didn't know what part, but I did find out that there was another African American who played the role, Robert Guillaume, Shoulders I Stand On, who I was like, well, he played Benson, so he's a star, you know? So I have to be a star in order to do it. Luckily, that wasn't the case, but 20 years later, you just never know where your dreams will come true. 2014, I auditioned for the show and got it. And I have the title of being the first African American to ever play the role on Broadway. Again, standing on the shoulders of Robert Guillaume. But for me, it was more than that. It was people who came up to me after the show, who were from India, who were from China, who were from all different parts of the world and culture, saying, now I feel like I can do it. So I would rather have been that symbol, and I am glad that I could be that symbol for them. And just like tonight, people, all the honorees, congratulations. You are a symbol of hope for anybody who wants to do what they can do. So this song is for you. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge all thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through this strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me. savor each sensation. Let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night. Howard Breitbart.
What a treat. What a treat. Thank you. Howard, thank you. Norm, spectacular. Give him another round. Come on. It was a great pleasure and honor to have you here. I hope we get you back one day.
Me too.
Me too. Great. Thank you. To the award winners, congratulations, marvelous achievements, spectacular singing, spectacular achievements. So thank you for being here. With that, that ends our ceremony. There is a reception upstairs on the 3rd level. And if you remember from last year at our State of the University, the food was special here. So please show up to the reception. Thank you very much.